Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on KAJ, Montana's news leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Don Fisher. Now that the move has been made to go forward with a new lease agreement for the Kalispell City Airport, what does that mean for taxpayers? Well, officials say it could take a huge burden off their shoulders. The vote passed with 8 members in favor and 1 opposed last night, and the new lease will remove the city's financial liabilities attached to the airport and pass the management on to a new group of private users. Before, the city and taxpayers were responsible for all the airport maintenance and liabilities and had to decide either to close the airport or make costly improvements. City Council member Phil Giffrida says the whole point of the new lease agreement was to take the financial burden off the taxpayers' backs. But he says although the agreement has been passed, it is still not set in stone.
They have 120 days to meet the objectives of the lease before it actually would go into effect. So now it's kind of in the pilot's hands to ensure that they meet the requirements of the lease, to get these new leases created between themselves and the entity they're creating, and to eliminate those leases that they had previously with the city.
And if the new group does not meet the objectives by the 120-day mark, the City Council would vote it to be voided. And more chilly temperatures and fog cover the region, which has been the case for a while now, but are we in for a change anytime soon? Well, let's toss it over to Chief Meteorologist Erin Yost for a look at her first forecast. Erin?
I'm happy to say we finally have something to talk about in the weather department, and that is a change slowly making its way closer and closer. Tomorrow we're going to see the beginning of a little bit of a change, but in a bigger way come this Friday. Right now, starting to see that overnight clear out. However, that will promote the fog to begin to develop once again as we head into tomorrow morning. Earlier this morning, we did start off in the Flathead and Mission Valleys with a dense fog advisory. We'll see if that happens again tomorrow. It is very possible. High pressure will remain in control for another couple of days before we start to see those changes move in Friday with some scattered snow back in the forecast. More details on the way.
All right, thank you, Erin. And while state and federal biologists express confidence about the progress of bringing grizzly bears back to the brink of extinction, environmental and conservation groups say it's too soon to remove threatened species protection. That message was delivered again today as members of the Executive Committee of the Interagency Grizzly Bear Committee gather in Missoula for their annual winter meetings. And the theme remains positive about the various bear populations in the Northwest, from the Yellowstone bears in Montana and Wyoming to the grizzlies now that beginning to wander to the Glacier National Park and Bob Marshall Wilderness into northern Montana plains. The biologists say bear populations aren't necessarily booming, but they are continuing to increase in most areas, with delisting bears in the Northern Continental Divide ecosystem, or NCDE, on the horizon. However, conservation groups continue to sound a message of not so fast. They urge the committee to use more time and use caution to precisely follow the federal law.
And resist the temptation to delist and start grizzly bear hunting before we have grizzlies fully occupying all of these great big habitat areas we have in the northern Rockies.
If you move forward with rushing the NCDE delisting, you will fundamentally undermine all of the progress that you've made toward recovering these other populations. And it's an absolute tragedy that we're here focusing on delisting glacier bears and removing those protections, and we have the Northern Cascades recovery effort being totally undermined.
And the agencies have emphasized that any specific action to remove protection from the northern grizzlies still has to be developed. The Flathead Office of Emergency Services has already seen an uptick in house fires, in part due to Christmas decorations. Flathead County Fire Manager Lincoln Shute says there have been an increasing number of homes that have caught on fire this month, with 3 in the last week alone in the Flathead Valley. He says holiday decorations like Christmas trees, candles, along with cooking can all contribute to making December one of the leading months for home fires. To help everyone enjoy a fire-safe holiday season, Shute says people should be aware of potential risks during the holidays, along with steps to minimize them.
It is that time of year where we have Christmas trees in houses, a lot of candles. Just really be conscientious about watering the tree, keeping it as moist as possible. Don't overload the outlets. Be conscientious where those candles are.
And Shute says a dry Christmas tree can ignite a home in seconds, and according to the National Fire Protection Association, 1 out of every 32 reported home Christmas tree fires results in a death. And a Butte warehouse went up in flames late this morning, destroying the building. MTN's John Amy shows us dramatic video of the fire and the plume of smoke that could be seen throughout the city.
The smoke billowing from Ray's heat and sheet metal business on East Front Street was so thick, Butte firefighters who made the initial attack could not find the source of the flames.
Once we were able to get in there, breach the doors, and put water on it, we found that the fire was mostly in the back, so we had crews go around back.
The fire was first reported just before 11 o'clock in the morning Tuesday by a woman who works in an office right across the street from the warehouse.
Well, I smelled something burning, so I came out of my office to see if it was in our building, and I looked out that door and saw that Ray's building was on fire.
After Colette called 911, she then called the owner of this building to let him know it's on fire.
He was like, "What's up?" And I said, "Do you know your building's on fire?" He said, "No." I was like, "Yeah, dude, it's on fire." And he's like, "I'll be right there."
Initially, the building released a large plume of smoke that could be seen from all over the city. And then flames broke out through the walls and roof of the structure. It was a difficult fire to fight.
We were unable to get inside due to the amount of heat and smoke. The roof is collapsed. It's unsafe to be, really even close to it. So we're just putting water on it and, trying to control it.
The blaze released so much smoke over the city, the Butte Silverbow Health Department issued a high alert smoke warning.
It's scary, super scary and hot. It's super crazy. I've never seen a fire this close.
No injuries were reported from the fire. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.
And the cause of the fire is still unknown. In this week's Montana Made, MTN's Chet Lehman takes us to a shop in Butte that's been making pasties the same way for the last 70 years.
This is Tom Lady. For the past 25 years, he's been doing this almost every morning.
I'm making some pasties here. We roll out the dough, fill it up with the meat, potatoes, and onions and all that good stuff, and roll it over, get a good crimp, and cut off any excess dough.
It's said that pasties originated in Cornwall with the Cornish miners. While Tom cuts off the excess crust, those miners had reasons to leave it on.
Although the Cornish miners used to do it that way so they could have something to hold on to while they were eating pasties and then throw it away for the goblins that were in the mines, they said, but also so they weren't eating the arsenic and the other bad stuff that they have on their hands.
Joe Novak and family started this operation in Butte in 1947. As for the pasties of today, no different.
The original recipe that they were using, so they've got a lot of the stuff prepared for us now, but they used to do it all by hand. Okay. So, but it's still basically the same recipe for the dough and the filling. We use as many local ingredients as we can. The main thing we use are the potatoes from washed potatoes out of Whitehall, where they grow and process them. They come in to us all cut and ready to go.
After stuffing, folding, crimping, and cutting, the pasties go through a little brushing and then an hour of baking. Because of that, pasties can be eaten cold or warmed up. Most popular ways are with ketchup or gravy. So if you're looking for a truly meat and potatoes kind of meal with a little history to boot, grab a pasty and leave the crust for the goblins in the mines. In Butte, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
And when asked which way he likes his pasties, with gravy or ketchup, his answer was gravy when they're warm and ketchup when they're cold. If you pay extra money for premium gasoline, you may not be getting your money's worth. That's according to a new study from the AAA. Kenneth Craig reports from Fort Lee, New Jersey.
David DeSavino drives this 17-year-old Saturn and has never even considered paying for premium gasoline.
I have no problems with regular gas. I think it's fine.
While he doesn't use premium, AAA says 16.5 million U.S. drivers do, and they're wasting their money. The organization tested regular and premium gasoline in vehicles that recommend but do not require the highest level fuel. It found premium only offered a 2.7% improvement in fuel economy and a 1.4% increase in horsepower.
For those drivers whose vehicle only require a regular or mid-grade gasoline, higher octane fuel is not going to actually benefit them on the road.
Cost is another big consideration. At this gas station in New Jersey, premium is $3.19 a gallon, 58 cents higher than regular. According to AAA, U.S. drivers unnecessarily spent $2.1 billion last year alone on premium gas. Tamara Johnson believes drivers are confused because more automakers are recommending the higher octane fuel.
And that's really a result of automakers obviously being held to much more stringent fuel economy standards.
The auto group says the only cars that truly benefit are the ones that require higher octane gas, like Carl LaGreca's Audi.
For a $50,000 car that I don't want to replace, I put the best gas in.
But if you're one of the millions of drivers who don't need it, AAA says save your money. Kenneth Craig, CBS News, Fort Lee, New Jersey.
And the American Petroleum Institute recommends car owners follow their owners' manuals in deciding the best fuel for their vehicles. And coming up, more gray and chilly weather on tap, but do we have some changes moving into the weekend? And up next, Aaron lets us know how long this inversion is going to stick around and what to expect as another system makes its way into northern Rockies. Stay with us on KAJ.